Hi, friends. This is Chris with Josephine's Designs. I am back with all of our information about our first paid class. It is a year-long um, private class that I will be offering. It will be for 8 people only. That's the max. You will get one-on-one. You will get small group time. It will be a time for fellowship. I've learned a lot in the last many years about with our Bible journaling camps, and of course, I taught many, 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 many classes over the last I don't know 20, 30 years. 20, 25 years of the craft industry. So I don't want you guys to worry about those things. I'm sorry I'm using my laptop because my printer is tied up right now and I can't print it out. So anyways, I'm trying to get everything ready for the class itself. So anyway, I'm going to hop on through. I'm going to take you through this. I do want to talk about the mission statement essentially is to teach and encourage those with paper crafting through memory keeping, Bible journaling and planning. So I'm super excited. I really want this to be it's a Christian course. It's a time for us to come together and to organize not only our lives, our homes, our personal selves, but also, our families, but also to then keep the memories of that, what's going on in our families. And a lot of people talk about 2020, pardon me, um, being such a bad year, but I just want us to focus on blooming where we're planted. It may not be the perfect thing that we want to be in right now, but this is where we are. This is where God has us right now. So I want us to kind of bloom where we're planted. I want us to enjoy the journey and I want us to find joy in the journey. So if I have to say anything, this is the year round find joy in the journey class. And that's what this is. So let's focus in. I'm going to share a little bit about the particulars before my computer goes down. I've got a bad battery, but I've got a little bit of charge on it. So I've got my notes here. I've got my notes here. So yeah, I'm going to get us started. Then we'll take a break. I'll introduce myself a little bit more, and then I will show you the kit. It is phenomenal. So anyway, I think it's phenomenal. Sorry. I'm a little biased. So we will begin on December 28th. So first, like I said, there's only 8 slots. We already have 2 slots filled. So that being said, we have 6 more slots. It is first come, first serve. There's a fee for this class. It is a bargain beyond belief. I wanted, you know how I feel about buying on sale, buying with a coupon, buying at a discount. So I wanted this to be very affordable, but it is top of the line materials. I cannot say that enough. I am so thankful. We've had so many people partner, come alongside, be willing to work with me on this, and we are so blessed. So when you see the kit, I'll explain more about that. Okay, now on December 28th, once you have paid for your class, you've contacted me, you've paid for your class, we'll pay through PayPal. I will mail all kits out on December 28th. And that is the reason why I picked that date is Christmas is on a Friday. I will not mail anything before Christmas. Because I have to do a curbside at our post office, I am in the back of the post office and I see how much is coming through the post office now. I no way want to burden the system, nor do I want to lose a kit. The kits are pretty irreplaceable. They are really amazing, and I don't want to lose a kit. So, and I want everybody to get their goodies. And I think if we go out on the 28th, which is the following Monday, if I feel like they're not totally bombarded on the 26th, I'll go then. But I know my postmaster very well now and the supervisor, so I will check on that. All right, so the 28th, everything will be mailed out. On the 28th, that Monday night at 8 p.m., we will do a live Zoom. We will have our first class before the turn of the new year. And the reason why is this has to do with planning. It has to do with goal setting. It has to do with all of that. And your kit may or may not make it probably until January 2nd or 3rd. And everything will be in one box. And then I will also send out a few special things each quarter. So the winter the winter kit will come. You should have it by the 1st of January, and that will have the bulk of the material. Then in the spring, the summer and the fall, you will each get a little envelope of extra goodies just as an encouragement. It's really not factored into the price. It's just because I love you guys. I'm already praying for you guys who are going to be a part of this class. So, anyways, but so that night on December 28th, we will come together on Zoom and we will begin our yearly goal planning. This is a big deal. This is about praying through what God wants you to do, how you're to go about it, what it is that you're to prioritize. And that's going to change throughout the year. You do need to know we're going to ask God for the big overall plan, and then we're going to break that down each month. So I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. It's going to be, and you don't need to come and say, I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to, exercise more. I mean, those are all good things. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I definitely need to do that. But, I want us to be more heavenly minded. I want us to focus on Colossians 3:2, keep our mind on things above, not on things of this earth. And I want us to seek God as what he wants us to overall put down in our goal planning. Okay? And we'll get into more of that then. And it's going to be a time of Bible study and goal planning and making a list and, if it weren't for Christmas, checking it twice, but, really praying over it and seeking God's will. And then I would like us to prepare our first month, but it may be where I prepare mine and then you come back to that video because all the videos will be recorded and I will put them in our private YouTube channel. So you'll be able to go back and rewatch that and then do your first month planning with or without me if you won't have your kit yet, but when it comes in, okay? So I'll walk you through my first month of planning and how I'll set up my planner. So when yours arrives, you can just hop right in there, grab it, get to it right as you are able. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do, and you guys are going to be able to chat while I plan, and it's all going to be good. So don't worry. Okay. All right. Now, the next thing we will begin on January 2nd. So that's our goal. So you're going to have that video. You're going to get your kit, and you're going to, if Lord willing, it's there January 2nd, you're going to start. Okay. You will also have each quarter, each student will get to have a one-on-one chat with me. They'll be able to do it via Zoom. It will be private. I will not have your phone number. You will not, you know what I mean? So it will all be there and you will have the ability to email me at any time and we can talk about if you have any questions or you're not understanding something or, you're going to have more accessibility to me and that's going to be a blessing for me, especially because I'll get to know you guys better. And so that is the focus to get us started, okay? But every quarter, you will have an opportunity to have a one-on-one Zoom, and with picture, without picture, however you want to do it. I'm totally easy with that. And Zoom is very simple. Do not worry about Zoom. I will totally walk you through it. It is a really easy tool to use online, and it's a blessing, and it's free. So that's a great deal, okay? All right, so week 1 of each month, we will have a live prayer and Bible study with a monthly scripture opportunity for memorizing scripture. So, and like I said, you can do it one verse a week. You can do one. I'm going to provide one verse a month via a digital or a card that I will include in your kit. It is a digital right now. When it's printed out, it'll be a card, a tangible card that you'll get in your kit. And then I will gladly have a resource list for additional scripture that will apply to the Bible study as well as each weekly scripture memorization. Okay, does that make sense? All right. Now, and that first week live will be on Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. Now, again, because of logistics, we'll just have to see how that plays out. Okay, now my battery's going. Second week of the month, we will meet on a Friday at 2 p.m. I will post a video. We're going to be working on our monthly Bible journaling with Ella Rowitz. It's phenomenal. I'll give you extra goodies so you can Bible journal all month. Week 3, we'll be working on a junk journal or a contemporary memorization. And my computer just went down. So, anyways, what that is I'm going to offer either contemporary memory keeping or I'm going to offer junk journal, more vintage, shabby chic options. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And again, that will be the 3rd week of the month. And then on the 4th week of the month, here comes our goal setting again. So we're going to do a list with me on a Saturday. And then with that, we're going to list what were our 5 highlights of the month we just got through, and then our 5 goals for the next month. And we're going to literally either do that you can do it in a list with me, or you can do it in a vision board for each month. And I highly encourage the vision board. I mean, you can do the list with me and then turn it into a vision board. You can do both. So that is going to be our 4th week. It prepares us for the next month. We'll do our monthly planning at that time too, or we'll decorate our planner and we'll go from there. So again, all of this is private. It will be done via either Zoom or a private YouTube. So I'm super excited about that. Now, what does it look like per month? So each month we will have a theme. Each month we will have a color. So just for instance, our January is committed to the Lord. Peace. That's our goal. So with each month, we not only will have a theme, we'll tie that into our Bible journaling and our Bible study, but we'll also have a word for the month. So the first month is peace. So I'm not going to go through everything else, but I wanted to just kind of encourage you with that. All right. And our color for that month will be a light blue. I love that color in January. I don't know why. It's one of those things I just really enjoy, but I'm super excited. So we'll use that in all kinds of things, in our memory keeping, in our Bible journaling, and in our planners. So, all right, that's where we're going to start there. Now, a little bit about me. So I want to introduce myself. I'm Chris. I'm the person who owns and is on Josephine's Designs. It has been my not only my YouTube channel but also my website and blog, and my Etsy shop will also be up in January, and I'll go into that a little bit more. And that's also called Josephine's Design. You can also find me on Instagram. So it's josephinesdesigns.com. And I am a teacher by profession. I've taught for 30 some odd years. I taught public, private, and homeschooled. And while I homeschooled all 3 of our children from beginning to end, and I was very blessed to do that, I also taught privately and did a lot of private tutoring. Um, Let's see. I also administrated 2 schools, and I wrote the curriculum for one of the schools. And then I also wrote the curriculum for my public school special ed class. And I loved that, and developed a program. And by God's grace, He taught me how to do it. And by God's grace, it is still in play today. I was very blessed in that journey, and it was truly God. I just can't say that enough. I was working on my certification in special ed. I was hired under an emergency certificate because of my previous experience, and begged to stay. They were so gracious to me and kind to me, and they were so sweet. It was a trial by fire. I was dropped in a room mid-year when I started, and I was taken to an empty curriculum closet and say, you can get whatever you want. And there was nothing hardly in there. So hence the reason I learned to write curriculum. And I loved it. It was a blast. And I had written the curriculum for the private school that I administrated, a church school, and I loved it. It just fed my passion for education and encouragement, and as a Christian, love, and being a servant, just taking that servant role very, 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 very serious. So it was a blessing. I was also the youth minister at that time, youth director. So I enjoyed that at my church, and it was really a wonderful time. It was a time full of ministry. I had just come off the summer. I had worked as a summer missionary, and I loved that. And then I've loved mission work all my life. Gotten to go to Mexico, do some things like that. So it was a real blessing. Um, I married my husband, who had been married, goodness, I think 34 years. It'll be 35 years this February. And we have 3 children. We have also 2 children in heaven. And God is an amazing God. He has brought us through some incredibly difficult times. But He is God. And, I'm not going to lie. There are times where my faith was really stretched and really pressed and really ripped up. And I think the worst was burying my child. There's nothing worse than that. And, And then also, I'm a child or a person who's been through different kinds of abusive situations. And by God's grace, I have been, um, I made it through. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to hurt anybody who's still alive. But I definitely was a child who went through verbal and there was some physical abuse. And it was not easy. And being a very shy, naturally person, it was very difficult for me. But by God's grace, He gave me a voice, and how He gave me that voice was in two ways. He took me on the mission field, and I had to be able to tell people about my Savior. And then, secondly, He gave me children who I had to fight for, literally fight for. And yeah, I had surgery at 13 weeks with my first child, and I was told I would never be able to get pregnant. So, and I had major surgery. And by God's grace, she not only lived through that. She was supposed to be born with all kinds of birth defects and special needs, and she graduated with a degree in heavy duty mathematics, not the easy math. She tells me it was the more difficult math from the University of Texas. And she also graduated in biochemistry. She was given a full ride stipend for a graduate PhD program, and all glory to God. All glory to God. And she is a hard worker. Nothing comes easy. She works very hard for it. But she was given a drive, and that was a blessing. So we also have our son, our middle child, and our oldest is married to a young man who's also in the PhD program at their university. They both teach at the university. And she may master out because she had a baby about a little over a year ago. And we're very supportive of that, to be there for her baby. But they begged her to stay and teach. So whenever she either gets her PhD or master's out, she will continue teaching. And he is working on his PhD in chemistry, and very, very bright young couple. And they're in the process, they've bought a farm, or they've bought 76 acres, and they are clearing the land to build a farm. So they're going to raise cattle and goats and pigs and chickens, all for meat. And then they will also raise a few things for themselves. So, and of course, garden and all of that. It's a blessing to see these kiddos who are so bright want to get busy with their hands. I think there's a lot to be said for doing both. And when we moved to this property years ago, our children are they're very intellectual. There's no way they could get around it with their daddy. And they can sit and debate the minutia of the wars, but they had to also go and dig fence posts, and clean out the chicken pen and all that good stuff. So I think there's a good balance with that in life. They have our first grandchild who just turned a year, a little over a month ago, or a little less. No, just about a month ago. Anyways, she is definitely the joy. I wanted to be a grandmother forever. I wanted to be a mother, and then I wanted to be a grandmother. And she's my bunny. I call her Bunny, and there's a long story behind that. But she is amazing, and I love her. And bright, bright, bright. She didn't stand a chance with those parents. I kept telling them the minute she starts walking, get your tennis shoes on. She's going to keep you running. And she does. She's very, very, very bright. And anyways, she's a blessing beyond no words. And I went out there every week until COVID hit. And then I couldn't go anymore. And it is so hard. That is the hardest part for me. But I'm not going to talk about it or I'll cry. So, but God has a plan, and we know that. We know that. Okay. Our son, who's our middle child, he is a very bright and very sweet young man. He's always had a tender heart since the day he was born. Just a very sweet, sweet person. He is married to a beautiful young lady who they met in the honors program in college. And well, they knew each other. They live here in town, and we did homeschooling things together. She was a homeschooler. And they kind of got to know each other because he needed somebody to catch a ride with to school. And so they rode to school a lot. And anyways, the funny story is he was going on the mission field to serve up in Arlington, became very, very ill due to the living conditions of this ministry, bless their hearts. And she was working for a ministry on campus after she graduated at the school they both went to. and she needed to finish up. She was a little bit behind him in the schooling, as far as timing of graduation. So she wanted to clip out some classes, and we happened to meet. I was helping support her. We were going to support her in her ministry work, and I offered my son to help her out. And so as a result, they kind of got to be reacquainted. And yeah, and I told my husband the story, and I said, well, I kind of got him back together. I didn't mean to, but kind of worked out. And he's like, "Oh no, that's not true. That's not true." And after they've been married about a year, she walked in the front door and she said, Chris, I was just thinking about something. If it weren't for you, we'd have never gotten back together." And I was like, "I've thought that, but my husband told me that wasn't true." And she goes, "No, no, it was, and I was like, "No, no, that was the Lord. It was the Lord. It wasn't me. I just got, I just wanted to help you with your classes, and I wanted all of our children to serve. And so that was an opportunity for him to serve and help you study for your classes." So, anyways, that was a blessing. They do not have children. They have two. I have my two grand puppies, and Snoopy, which guys, I love the peanuts, or I love all that, and then of course our first grand puppy, who is Miss Ella, who I love and adore. They are both the sweetest dogs, and Snoopy is new. They got her about maybe not even 6 months ago, maybe 3, 4 months ago. Anyways, and they were both rescue dogs, both of them, or especially Snoopy was. I think they got Ella older, but I think they got her from someone at the time. That was her first dog. And then they both are teachers. Our son, who has, I mentioned he has Asperger's. He was a delayed walker talker reader, the whole thing. But by God's grace, because he had led us to homeschool, he had time to get ready to go on. And God's done great things in his life. He graduated 2 degrees, honors, in his thesis work. He didn't do the easy honors. He did the very hard honors to prep for a master's thesis as well. And then hopefully a PhD thesis, I hope, but we'll see. And he has his master's, and he graduated. And I had to reshoot this because I said the wrong thing. My husband laughed at me as we ran to the store tonight. And of course, I just ride with him. He goes in, I don't go in. But he graduated Maximus cum laude, which he had a over 4.0 in both of his history and English. So that is a blessing. That is a story of a child who couldn't read, who couldn't see, had visual and auditory processing, he couldn't hear. And now he's a teacher, and he just has a heart for children. He teaches in a high school that is in the top 5% of the nation. It is a dual credit high school, and he is just an amazing young man, and we are so blessed. It is amazing to see what God has done in his life as well as our first child. And so he loves to read, but he reads by audible. Sorry, kind of combine those audible books. And he's a voracious reader, and he's continually seeking to learn so he can provide even better classes. And interestingly enough, he develops his own curriculum as well for his classes. And I think that's very interesting. It's funny how God does that. But anyways, all right. And then our third most beautiful, wonderful child as well is our youngest. She is in her undergraduate, and she was, of course, homeschooled from the get-go to the end. She has such an incredible, quiet, sweet spirit. That's the only way to describe her. We adopted her at 19 months, and every single one of our children was prayed for. There is no way to even say that in any other way, but they were all 5 prayed for. We lost 2, and they were all prayed for. And we counted a blessing to be a part of each one's lives. And, and because I homeschooled them, I hope they did okay. I think they've all graduated with, our oldest graduated magna cum laude, I think. And then our youngest, we don't know what she'll do yet, but she was definitely a test of, was it really working, or was it, inherited? And because my husband is a very bright man, and what a blessing. She has done an amazing job, and we are so proud of her. And she's still here with us, so she is stuck, locked down because of my autoimmune system. And she has been so gracious about that. She's learned to be with friends online and make friends online via her classes. And we're so thankful for that. And she helps us here on the property to help pay for her schooling. And it's just a blessing. And we love her. So that's a little bit about us. I grew up here in Texas, in South Texas. Um, I love the coast. It'll never go away from me. So, come summertime in our journey here on this class, we will definitely talk about beach and ocean and all that. Um, it is the outside of my love for the Lord, love for my husband and my children and grandchild. It is the love of my life, and the ocean calls me every day. I miss not being by the ocean. I miss not smelling the air. Just a huge part of who I am. And if I don't quit talking about it, I'll cry because I love being by the water. Just an amazing opportunity. Just had somebody who sent me a picture. They were down on the coast last weekend and sent me a picture, and I was like, oh, home, home. Super happy for them. They were there for a birthday celebration, and they went and rented a VRBO, and I'm so happy for them. What a blessing. So, okay, now let's move on. Let me show you the kit. So, that's who I am. That's what I bring to the table. I've been a Christian since I was 10. Asked the Lord into my life. I kept breaking my arm and falling and cutting my leg and having stitches. And, when you're young, and I was really not, I mean, my parents went to church, not very often, but, they made sure that I got there, and that was wonderful. And I was there every time the door was open, but I wanted to get baptized. I wanted to make my love for the Lord known. And I had a broken arm and a cast, and the old-fashioned plaster of Paris cast couldn't do that. I had a cut in my leg where I had fallen, and I was a real tomboy, and I had stitches in it. Couldn't get that wet. And then finally, I just said, forget it. I covered the stitches and I went in and I got baptized. So it was a wonderful thing. I rededicated my life in high school to the Lord. Had incredible friends who loved and prayed for me and encouraged me on. And what a blessing that was. Really amazing opportunity to teach and to learn at the feet of so many incredibly committed Christians who love the Lord. Was discipled very young by a dear friend who sought me out and said, I want to disciple you. She was in college, I was in high school, and I was in awe. I was like, yes, I would love that. I mean, that's what we read about in scripture, of course. And so that was such a blessing. And like I said, I've served churches. I've served on staff of churches. I've just been blessed to have so many opportunities. So, and also in the homeschooling realm, of course, I served on many, many boards and loved that. And I believe that in our walk, Jesus did not come as an earthly king; he came as a servant. And that is, if we are Christians and we are to be like him, then that is how we should live our life, a life of serving, servanthood. So I think that that is a really important thing to me, and that's what I bring to the table with you guys. So let's get started. Let's show you the kit, and I'll let you guys go. I don't want to keep you too long. Okay, there it is. I had very carefully, because I've reshot this a few times, tried to reorganize beautifully so it would be better for you guys. So I've explained the monthly commitment as far as my commitment to y'all. And we will have something every week. And then I will have a one-on-one with you guys individually once every quarter. Now, if it needs to be more, I'll be glad to meet and pray. Don't worry about that. But that is my commitment as part of the class. And of course, you can always reach out to me by email, message me on Instagram, private message me, and then you can also request a one-on-one, and I'll be glad to be there with you. Okay, now here's the kit. You are going to fall over. So there's a fee for this class, and I'll talk about that more at the end, but I just want you to know we have the top of the line. We have had incredible companies come alongside, and of course, I'm setting up a business at the same time on Etsy, and I'm just really excited to see these companies want to partner with me in my business. So I've been working with some amazing people, and I'm super excited. And I guess, you're around long enough, maybe somebody knows your name. I don't know. And I let me tell you this as well. I've spent many, many years and I think I've said this, but of course I've redone this video 4 times, so forgive me. Um, I've had a I've had a brick and mortar store, a spinning, weaving, and sewing store. I have taught and sold scrapbooking. I've been a part of the scrapbooking industry for over 20 years with Creative Memories and other companies on a local and national level. I've also been a big part of a company that I developed. It was a um, miniature replica couture dresses, mostly wedding dresses, but other dresses as well. I've been very blessed to go to national level conventions and trade shows and had incredibly talented people come up beside my oldest daughter and I because of the simple fact that we did a lot of creating patterns, doing it from scratch. And people were very mesmerized by what we did. And you get an idea and you go with it. And it's like, wow, who would have thought? Of course, we sewed on a local level too. We would, go to fairs and markets and, sell our dresses and different things that we developed. And, but it was a lot of fun. And God really took me out of that industry due to the fact that I had broken my hand so badly. And they put it back together, but it wasn't quite the same. And so it was so many years, rehabbing this one poor little hand. So God took me back to paper crafting, and I've loved it ever since. I've been so blessed to be in some really amazing national, international teachers' classes, some because of you incredible people, one because of an incredible person here. And Bobby, who you are. And I was so blessed, but I've also been in so many other amazing, amazing classes. Really have met so many of the industry leaders, and what a blessing that is. And I think that that's why God provided this idea. I knew I needed it to be Christian based, but I also knew that I needed it to be of more than what I've been doing on YouTube. I always try to keep YouTube very applicable for everyone, from beginners to intermediate to really advanced, people, advanced students, but I just really, or subscribers, I should say. And it's really been a two-way street. I've learned so much from y'all as well, which if you're teaching, you should always be learning and growing. That is my wholehearted belief. If you're not growing and learning as a teacher, then you're not really being what you should be doing. So anyways, but I'm excited to bring all those things here to these paid classes. This is an opportunity like I've always wanted. And when it came about that the discussion was that I needed to work, and there have been some serious things that have happened that have created that need, I have recognized that if I'm going to work, I can't go back in a classroom with kiddos, which I love and adore. That was always our plan, for me to go back in, and it would be ministry for me. But it just didn't work out. And my autoimmune keeps me from that. So teaching online, of course, is the next, thing in the plan. And I've taught online, educationally, academically, and now get to continue teaching online in paper crafting. So our kids are like this. Look at this gorgeous A5 planner. It is the Mint Blossom by Carpe Diem. They are all literally sealed and ready to roll. With it comes, it's a 6-ring A5. It's a faux or simulated leather, cover, and it has 4 interior pockets, 2 side pockets, elastic pin loop, and a metal charm that hangs off of the little latch there. I think it's beautiful. I think it's something as a woman we can take with us all the way through. Each class will have different either TNs or planners, and I'm excited for those individual classes. Those classes may have some of what this has in it, but they will have a more focused attention to it. And I'll explain those as each class comes up. But more than likely, none of the materials will cross over. I know it's going to be amazing. It's really been a journey getting all these things ready. So this is the planner for our Joy in the Journey year-round class. And with it, let me pull all my goodies over here. You will get the monthly, this is the Bloom Carpe Diem monthly planner. So it is gorgeous. It has monthly tabs. It has a monthly plan, and it is beautiful. Now, within that, you will also be able to add to it. If you want to add a weekly, if you want to add a daily, that is up to you. In this class, I will not teach a weekly and a daily because I do that enough in my Plan With Me's online on YouTube. But in this class, we will focus on the goal setting of the year, the month, and then we'll break that down into weeks, and we'll talk about that each month. Okay, now with it, you will also get the Carpe Diem calendar sticker kit, which is fantastic, and I love it, and it's beautiful, and I think you will enjoy it. Now, I'm going to go through this just because it's here, but then I'm going to tie some other things back into this because you're going to ask me what's the theme as far as the actual paperwork, and I will show you. So you will get a brown acrylic paint, a gold metallic acrylic paint, and a white pearl. And each person will have that in their kit. That will not change. These are all basic things that will be there. These will have some variation of color. So each person will get a Crayola cream stick. If you haven't used a gelato or a cream stick's a little bit different, but it's basically the same. These are really neat tools to use. Also, you will get a Sharpie, and I love these pens. These are the fine, and I love these. I would highly recommend, because in theory there's no bleed through. I wanted you to play with this pen. I would highly recommend on your own, if you like it, and you want to find a different black pen, I would ask you to add a black pen to your kit. That's the only thing, that I would say is a must-have. But if not, you can use your Sharpie pen here. It is your decision. I'm just not, everybody's going to have a different color, and I may not want the same different color every month. So, and then everybody will get a different color version of the glitter glue. And that's it. I mean, we're going to use it like a stickles, but this was just a more affordable option. And I really love these. These are fun to use. So there's that. We're going to start there. Now, these will change in colors. These will change in colors. Just depends on kind of, what I call luck of the draw. Okay. All right. Now, what is the foundation to this kit? Let me pull that out and I will show you. Okay. If you have not seen, I absolutely adore Bo Bunny, and this is the wrong one. Uh-oh, I've got the wrong pad here. Hold on. It's been one of those days. Hold on, let me see. Uh-oh, and I may have to have my daughter grab me a different one. So, and like I said, I filmed this like 4 times, so let me see here. We are going to use, here it is. I just got that one in the wrong place. Okay, this is the Bo Bunny, and it is the time and place. I love this. It has to do with a monthly calendar. So each month has a calendar. It has some of these gorgeous decorations. It has a place for that. So I will also give you everybody will get a stamped calendar that could fit on this page. So if you don't want to use the monthly in your planner that's in this, the bloom, you can alter that, and I'm going to give you the option. It also, with each month, it has supporting papers back here. So it is really a beautiful, beautiful kit. I think it's perfect for a year-long class. It has every month, and it is just lovely. I did purchase the washi and gave everybody a sample of it. It's the first time ever I'm going to say I didn't like something from Bo Bunny. To me, it's not sticky enough, but I went ahead and included it because you can use glue stick, and I'll show you how to do that. You can still use the washi, but as a result, I added in other beautiful washi. But I did give everybody a sample of the washi of this in your kit. Now, along with that part of the kit, you will also get the cardstock stickers for this Bo Bunny kit. And with it, not only do you get these gorgeous stickers that match the monthly planning, you also get an alphabet with numbers and punctuation. And I think that is gorgeous. Sorry for the glare. That is gorgeous as well. And I think it will be beautiful. Okay, now with that, you also get the ephemera or the noteworthy. This is a 58 piece. This right here was a 413 piece sticker kit. This is a 58 piece ephemera. So you get the monthly titles, which you can use as dividers if you want. So you can cover the dividers that are in there or use it somehow within the the creative page. And you also have all kinds of other ephemera. It is gorgeous. And I don't know if you can see that, but it is beautiful. Now, that being said, you will also have lots of other resources. I'm not going to pull everything out of this particular part of the kit. Oh, wait, we have one more thing. Sorry. Let me pull that back. Apologize. We also have the other chipboard gorgeousness by Bo Bunny. It's beautiful. Now you can see, because there's dimension, why we needed to use the, sorry for the glare, the A5 planner for this. So I think this is gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. We're going to work on that. That is going to be a part of our planning planner portion. Okay, let me scoot this to the side, and I will bring up the rest of this. And there are layers of this. I'm just going to say there's so many layers to this kit. It is a very, it's the kind of kit I wanted to build for the kickoff that would encourage everybody. It's something that I would love, and so I thought you guys might love it too. So we have creative memories, and with the creative memories, we will use bits and pieces of the summer days. Hold on one second. Let me put this down so I can better show you guys. We have the summer days paper kit, which is an exclusively for the advisor consultants only. We changed. We were consultants before, now we're advisors. Anyways, it's an advisor only resource. So I've got that for you guys. We also have the Craft and White, again, an advisor only. So you can't buy these unless you're an advisor. And then this is a paper pack that is available. It's available on my Creative Memories website, but it is gorgeous. It's called Locally Grown. And actually this one's getting ready to go out, but I thought this would be perfect for spring and summer. I love the florals. I love the fruits and vegetables. And you know I'm a big gardener. This is a consultant or advisor only resource. This is Stitch Sentiment. So I think this is really beautiful too. And you will have bits and pieces of each one of these kits as well. All right. We're through that. Let me get that put away. Now, this is also another advisor only resource from Creative Memory. So you're going to have this sticker kit that just matches. It'll be great for fall. It's going to be beautiful. And then we have Little Birdie. So Little Birdie is a company that is out of India, but they have a presence here in Texas. They have a United States place now. And so I don't know if it's their manufacturing or what they're doing there, but I fell in love with Little Birdie via Tuesday Morning. Any of you who've watched my hauls, I love the handmade papers and different things that they sell. And so we're going to have a lot of Little Birdie in this kit. So hang with me. So we have all of these gorgeous. Now, if you can't see, their cardstock is phenomenal. This is one sheet. I don't know if you can see how thick that is. That's crazy. Okay, it's just amazing cardstock. And every page is cut 6 by 12. Our pages for our A5, roughly, our paper pad is 6 by 8. So then you will have the top portion to trim off, and you will be able to use that in your scrapbooking in whatever project you want to add that to. So every paper kit has a little bit different paper, but they're from the same, like this all came from one set, this came from another, you'll see. And it's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous paper. There is no doubt. And I absolutely love Little Birdie, and I think it's going to be amazing. Now, we're getting paper, and we're also getting all kinds of other things. So we have a roller stamp, we have twine, we have, and this is a Little Birdie. This is just a hemp green cord. I thought it was beautiful. We have washi. We have sticker, or this is an ephemera kit. That is another Creative Memory Advisor only kit. So we have amazing what am I trying to say? Stickers back here that are gorgeous. They're all vellum stickers. They are gorgeous. You're going to love using them. We've got some of the seasonal things. We also we'll make a bookmark per month, each month, that will match the month theme. We also have additional lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stickers. Whoops. Oh no. Hold on one second. Little Birdie was a big part of that. So when I went through and started setting up, so you can see all the flowers, we have ephemera, we have doilies, we have the wood chipboards. We have all of this. This is Little Birdie. This is Little Birdie stickers, seasonal stickers, and then we have watercolor stickers. I know. Does that pique your interest? Yes. We're going to be painting stickers. You heard it. Okay. We also have 2 pieces of artist canvas. We're going to have one mixed media project throughout the year. We're going to have one. So it's going to be fun. And then again, more cardstock, more paper, more. I also have some calendar fun extra things to throw in there to do shabby chic projects. So it is really going to be, in my opinion, lots of fun. Okay, now the cardstock that you have scrapbook paper, you have cardstock, you have shimmer cardstock, you have all kinds of things like that. So that is just loaded with goodies. All right, then let's go to the next part. I know. There's lots. So here is another whole portion of the kit. We are also going to have the option, like I said, to do contemporary and or junk journaling. So you will have incredible kits of junk journaling. I've put in a little bit of the foam rectangle squares for anybody who hasn't worked with foam tape, which all of you probably have. And then I've got rhinestones, pearls, more stickers, cloth, 3 different kinds of cloth, lace, there'll be more lace, tooling, rickrack, 3 or 4 different kinds of rickrack, labels, card, we have tags, and then cards, like time cards for junk journaling, paper bag, just endless stuff. We still have more that goes in this kit. It's sitting in the other room, right in there. We're going to have uh, pattern paper from Sewing Patterns. We're going to have some additional other goodies that are going to go in here. Like we have some gold stickers and just things that we can do and use. And I'm really excited. Gold, silver, and bronze, I should say. We have bingo cards. We have all kinds of things that we can use that if you are a junk journaler, you're going to know what that's going to be about. You're also going to learn how to build and make one junk journal. Now, for all my contemporary friends, you can make it into a contemporary journal very easily, and I'll guide you through that as well. But for my junk journalers, you're going to get to make a junk journal. Yes, I know. It's going to be fun. So, so here's all of this. And then, last but not least, what fell a second ago was all of these digis. You will have a huge digi printouts. These printouts will cover, they will cover Bible studies. They will cover pages like, scrapbooking type printed out pages. They will have things that you can cut out, that you can create, you can make. They're all going to be printed on Xerox paper because it gets so heavy with cardstock printed. And what you can do is take that digi and then, copy it on your printer and print it out on cardstock. I can't give you the file, but I can give you the page. So I'll teach you more about that later. I mean, it's not hard. Don't worry, it's not hard. The only thing that you will get in a digital form is your Bible journaling from Ella Rowett's Bible, and she has a shop on Etsy. That will come to you by email each month, and that you can print out. You can print out on cardstock, Xerox paper, or clear sticker paper, or white sticker paper, whatever you would like to do. And I will show you everything each month. We also have, like I said, I'll have a quarterly mail out of a little envelope of goodies for you. And I'm super excited. So there'll be more and more goodies that'll come through as we go on. And again, there are we've got coin envelopes, we've got glassine envelopes, it's a fun kit. It's a little bit of everything. This is what I wanted it to be for y'all. So we have a solid core with Carpe Diem, foundation, and Bo Bunny. And then from that, we're just going to build and create. And you're going to get in your kit, you'll get, I think it's 12 additional punched holes sheets so that you can add each month, which we will. Each month we're going to use those. It's going to be fun. That will be our memory keeping project, as well as some of the scrapbooking paper and some of the cardstock paper. So it's going to be just a wonderful opportunity. I hope for each of you. Okay, now you're going to say, okay, I don't think that's everything. What else do I need for this class? You are not going to spend most of this. You're going to have. I'm also going to add like blending sponges and things like that to it still. I have to get all that. We just got those tonight. My husband and I. The one thing I would say, we are going to do a decoupage project. So if you can get to the Dollar Tree, or if you have any Mod Podge, you can use this. If you don't have this, you don't need any more than this. We'll have one decoupage project, maybe two, because we're going to work with some napkins. But I think this will be sufficient. If it's not, forgive me. But I think this is $1 at the Dollar Tree. We also will have, and if you don't have the ability to pick this up, then just one second. Hey, honey, you can't come in. Sorry. He's been out and about. And you can take Elmer's glue and water it down, and I'll teach you how to do it. Okay. So it's not, if you can't get the Mod Podge, don't worry about it. Okay. We'll think of something else. And there's lots of other alternatives. We can just use all kinds of things you probably already have. You will need some kind of glue. I'm a huge fan of Tombow Mono Glue, either the white or the clear, and also Art Glitter Glue. Love these glues. These are the best glues ever. I just want to say that. Okay. Now, you'll also need a tape runner. I highly recommend one of these bigger ones. But if you can only get to Walmart and get the little tech adhesive, do it. Just make sure you have plenty of refills. So I suggest whatever tape runner you have, plus a refill. I like this one. It's a dot. It's a Xyron Mega Runner. And you can just get these on Amazon. And then you can even get these on Subscribe and Save, and you save money, which is how I do it. But I basically get one of these a month, because I at least go through one of these a month. I have a few extra, so if I start going through more, which I probably will, I'll probably up it to 2 a month. But I just think this is not too big. I have the big ATG guns. They're too big for me because I have 2 forms of arthritis. This is a perfect weight. It is not heavy at all. And I have the regular tape runner, but it always messes up. And this one has always been great for me. I'm going to say that and it'll mess up tomorrow, but the other one is always breaking on me. And so this one I have found to be very effective. Also, I find that it is a little bit more repositionable, if that makes any sense. Okay. Now, saying that and talking about being repositionable, you can also get Yoo-Hoo is a great glue. A lot of your junk journalers use Yoo-Hoo. The reason why is you can put down tape runner to hold it immediately, but the glues will hold it long term. You can also, Yoo-Hoo is great for washi that is not being your friend. I highly recommend Yoo-Hoo for your washi. And I'll explain more about that later. But there's that. One thing you might want to think of, and there's 2 things you can do. You can either get an old book and use it, and it's called a glue book, and I've torn the cover off this, and as I use it, I just tear off a page. You can use the book as you tear off the pages, and I can show you what to do with that so nothing goes to waste. Or you can get a, hold on. There's 2 things. You can use like a quilting square. The clear acrylic are perfect for gluing on. And then, or you can get a cheapy mat at the Dollar Tree. This is just it's just a, cutting board. And it's the cheapy flexible one. And these are perfect for glue surfaces. So there's you some ideas for that. There's your glue, your tapes, your adhesives. All right. Keep it simple. You don't have to get everything. I'm just showing you the options. You're going to need a hole punch because we're going to punch holes to put things in our planner. So this is from Walmart. I just got it. It's $1 something, just under $2. I'm not going to say it's the best one, but it does have a catch so you don't get the holes that you punch out everywhere. And I do have arthritis, so I would say that after a while I wouldn't want to punch cardstock, but it's not bad. It's a good backup one for me. I have a really good one, but I got that just so you guys could see. You don't need to spend a lot of money. And lastly, hold on, I think that's it. You need a trimmer or a good pair of scissors. That's it. Now, these are not the greatest scissors, but they're what I have. So I keep them in here. Matter of fact, my good ones keep disappearing. So anyways, I love the Teflon coated. If you're going to get scissors, get the Teflon coated. Just my personal opinion. They clean up so much better. These are always dirty and messy, but and I'm not a clean person in here, but anyways, it just, if you're going to get them, get the good ones if you can. You can get them off of Amazon. They have them pretty cheap, and they have them at Walmart. And a good trimmer. You don't need a huge trimmer. I don't think you're going to need a large trimmer for anything. I think I cut everything down in the kit, so you don't have to have an extra long trimmer. Unless you want to trim out 12-inch strips, then you would need a larger trimmer. But I think a smaller trimmer is just fine. And this Fiskars trimmer is fantastic. I highly recommend Fiskars. I love the Creative Memories trimmer, and I have learned how to find the center of the cutting blade. And you have interchangeable cutting blades. So you have different, like, decal and zigzag and wave and all of that. Those are fun, fun, fun. But if you need something quick and easy, the Fiskars you can get on Amazon, and I think you can get it at Walmart. And it has a cutting guide, a wire right in the middle, and that is an invaluable tool. For somebody who is as blind as I am, I highly recommend this. But again, scissors are just fine, okay? All right, guys. Well, that is pretty much it. Again, it is first come, first serve. This video will go up tomorrow. I've got to get up today's videos. I've been videoing all day, but I just want to tell you that this is a journey about how do we come out of this year and go into the next year? And how do we transition in these steps? And we're not going to talk a lot about COVID, hardly at all. It's my goal. We want to keep our mind on things above and not on things of this earth. But I do want you to know this is a time for, to get creative, to get organized, to get to where you are taking care of yourself, which is really hard for us women. We take care of everybody else first. To focus on what God has for you and seek his goals in your life. And I think that's a really important thing. So, all right, friends, if you have any questions, please email me at josephinesdesigns.com and put in the subject line questions about class. Okay. And then if you want to sign up for the class, you must email me. It is first come, first serve, 6 more slots. That's it. And you must put in the subject line, sign me up for the class. Okay. Or sign up for class, however you want to do it. And then again, if for any reason I don't reply to an email me again or private message me on Instagram. Those are the 2 places, nowhere else, please. I mean, sometimes we end up with messages everywhere and I miss people and I don't want to do that. So this class, all private classes will go through josephinesdesigns.com at gmail.com. Okay. All right, friends. Also, as soon as you sign up, you will get that document of the schedule that I was looking at here on my computer. You will also get an overview of the whole class once everything is paid for. And yeah, it's really, I guess I should tell you how much the class is, right? All right. It is $175. You get over twice the value in the kit alone. In the retail amount, it is over twice what you're being charged. And you may say, well, I don't see how that can happen, but it is, believe me. It is a blessing. And so I know I could have charged more. And by the time you get the box, you're going to go, oh my goodness. Because I still am loading the kits. But I wanted to give you a quick, a quick peek while it's in the making, while it's still being built out. And then there will be extra projects that will come on. So just in your digis and your printed digital from the digitals that I own, and some that I'll have created, it's really a blessing. And then think about your Bible journaling that you're going to get every month. You're going to get a digi kit that you can use for life. You're also going to have a planner you can use over and over and over, all of that. So it is a blessing to get to be able to bring this to y'all, and I hope that you will enjoy it. And I'm sorry I had to interrupt you. I got interrupted with my husband coming in. He's been out and about, so we have a rule: if you've been out, you can't come in. You got to come in the back door and get a shower, all that good stuff. So, anyways, but all right, well, that's it. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I hope you guys will sign up. I I'm just praying that this will work. And I'm praying that this will be an opportunity for everybody to grow in your skills and just have a really joyful time. And that's what this is about. And one of the great things, we're going to have the Fab 8, I'm going to call them, depending on how many people we have in the class. But we're also now going to have new opportunities to make new friends and pray for each other and all of that. And I'm thrilled with that. It was really interesting in our fall Bible journaling camp. We had a Zoom, and we had two people from the educational realm, two people from the uh, medical field. I mean, it was really interesting how that all worked out. And so it was just a blessing. And then we just had so many people that were from all different walks of life, but how people paired up. It was just one of those blessings. And right now it's kind of hard to meet new people. So, all right, friends, I'm going to let you go. Um, love you guys. I hope you were encouraged by this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. If you want to share this video with anybody else, please feel free. Um, and also, these kits are the price of the kit plus shipping. So if you are not in the United States, this class is open to you as long as you're willing to pay the shipping. I know. Isn't it great to say that? I know. It's been so long. But yeah, check on shipping, and I will once I know what the weight of the box will be and the size, then I will better know the cost of shipping. So, all right, friends. So that's for my international friends out there. Okay, friends. Again, I pray over and over that your day is blessed and creative and lovely. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening and staying to the end. If you're still here, what a blessing you are. And if you can't participate in this particular class, please, I ask you to be in prayer for this class. It is really important for me to get a business up. It is really important for me to do something that is very ministry minded, keeping our minds on things above and not on the things of this earth, and teaching and sharing about the good news of Jesus Christ. And that is what this is about. So it's just an opportunity for all of us to grow and grow in our skills, grow in our love with Him, and grow in our walk. So, all right, friends, I will talk to you later. You guys stay safe, and y'all just have a good evening. Or if it's daytime you're watching, have a good day. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.